Well, a couple of you guys were kind enough to spot this on eBay and kind of point me to it. I managed to grab one, not my favorite color, pink Baton. Very nice, very thick shackle. It's an aluminum body, and now that I've had a chance to really look at it, it appears to be just a direct copy of an American padlock. With this exception, very cool, unauthorized removal of this lock constitutes breaking and entering. All locks should have that on there. If you don't open it with a key that you own, you shouldn't be playing with it. Anyway, speaking of keys, here's what we got. It doesn't look that great on the bitting, but it does look like an American key. So it's stamped Baton, and it does work perfectly. There is a screw down there. We will be able to gut this, and it uses ball bearings, so we're not going to be shimming it. It is shaped like an American key. I did grab another American key from another lock. It is marked American, but it fits in there perfectly, but of course it doesn't work. It's not bitted correctly. But same keyway, so not only did they copy the old design, they copy the key profile as well. All right, I'm going to try. I'm hoping they copied the innards as well. So looking at the key, it's probably a 6-pin core, just like the American, but they only pin them up with 5 pins. And I think that's, let's see, 1, 2, 3, yep, that's all we got here. So we're probably looking at serrated spools. Let me grab a pick. And let's see what we can do. I'm going to pick from the bottom of the keyway. I'm going to hold this right up here so you guys can kind of see, suspended in air. And I got moderate tension, so I find that first pin. None of them are binding. Huh. Let's try that again. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, there is. It's the one hiding right behind the tensioner. Single click. And again, I'm looking for another binder. Because if they're serrated, you only pick one click at a time. I think we talked about that recently. I'm on now pin 2. Nice click. Again, I'm looking for another binder. And there it is, pin 4. Nice click. I'm starting to see a trend here. This is not a good trend either. I'm on pin 6. Minor click back there. Come on. There it is. I felt there was pin 4. I felt a very slight turn on the cord. Not open yet, though. I think the only one I really haven't gotten to is 6. About to lose my tensioner. Where are you? There it is, pin 6. I just didn't push on him hard enough. All right, we do have an open, and I've got some bad news. It looks like Baton, well, it was open. It looks like Baton copied everything except the guts. And let's find out. And that way, if it is what I suspect, which is probably all standard pins, why they would cut that corner, copy everything perfectly, give us a neat little sign, but then cut that corner is beyond me. But it really felt like there's nothing in here other than standard pins. Let's take a look. They didn't even copy the core. Look at there. They didn't even bother to drill out that 6th one. So it does look like an American actuator. I very likely could have bypassed this, but if it's all standard pins, why bother, right? Okay, let's lock it back up. All right. Let's pop that cheap little circlip off using old technology. Get that up here. All right. Open him up. Get a follower. Come here, you. And shove it all out of there. Yeah, there was room for another one. In fact, look at that. They even filed the top of the cylinder to make things just a little bit smoother. I don't see any jumping out at me here. No security pins. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing. All standards. Nothing special. And I know that's what's here too. I just feel it. And no, I didn't gut it, but if you guys could feel this, look at that pin. Check that out. That is how it comes out of there. They used key pins for the upper chamber, and they're tapered to make it hit the shear line so much easier. It's like a funnel to help you find the shear line. All right, pin 2 does not have the key pin up, and it truly is a standard driver. I thought we were going to find that in every single one of those chambers. And there's a lot of slop in here, too. These really do... They're just flopping around. This was probably designed for even larger pins. Another standard driver. Another standard driver. And the last one also standard. Nothing special, guys. But there will be... All right, there's all of our springs. All right, let me clean this up. They're all standards. There's nothing to look at. Nothing to see here. Just move along. What I'm going to do, I am going to dig out some security pins from my American repinning kit and come up with something, and I'll show you how I'm going to repin this. So whoever inherits this Baton pink lock, you'll have a little bit more of a challenge than I had. All right, guys, it'll be a little bit more of a challenge. I'm going to go ahead and use all serrateds, except these two here in position 3 and 4. They're going to be serrated spools. So this will handle a lot more like an American lock, if only it weren't for all that extra flop in those cylinders. But you got to work with what they give you. Anyway, guys, appreciate your time. Stay safe, stay legal.